All right, breaking news. The fight is on. Governor Gavin Newsom just gave a fiery speech in Los Angeles, California, after Trump tried to stop the speech from happening. Federal ICE agents showed up outside of the venue and tried to stop Governor Gavin Newsom from speaking before it even took place. I'll show you a video in 1 second, but as I was watching the speech, this article pops up in my feed. Federal agents conduct roving immigration enforcement operation in downtown LA. Federal agents turned up in downtown Los Angeles, where Governor Gavin Newsom was delivering a speech, and detained at least one person in the latest high-profile immigration enforcement operation in the city. Newsom was speaking at the Japanese American Cultural Center when they showed up outside intentionally. This was an intimidation tactic, but we will make sure that we're airing the truth. We will make sure that we were airing this speech, and I think we need to approach the situation with a lot of moral clarity. A lot of people in the comments keep saying, Adam, don't both sides gerrymander? Yes, but that misses the point entirely. The reason why this is uniquely dangerous is because Donald Trump is directing Republican governors to redistrict in a mid-cycle. You're not supposed to do that. You redistrict based off of the census every 10 years. But they are doing it 1 year before the midterms in the one red state at the request of the president to rig it all. That's why Governor Gavin Newsom is fighting, and that's why ICE agents are showing up to intimidate people. Watch this clip.
Now we're here making Los Angeles a safer place since we won't have politicians. We do that ourselves. So that's why we're here today.
They're not making Los Angeles a safer place. Let me explain exactly why. When you create a system where immigrants are afraid of law enforcement, they will be afraid to report crimes, afraid to report, thieves, burglaries, homicides, anything that they see. People will be more inclined to just keep their head down because the system is not working for immigrants. Whenever somebody who is here undocumented goes to a courthouse, a lot of times ICE will nab them, will grab them while they're trying to follow the processes. So now immigrants are avoiding any sort of contact with law enforcement. And keep in mind, 99.9% of people who are here undocumented just want to live a better life. So let's watch this clip of Governor Gavin Newsom. But first, I just want to read this post that he made yesterday. He said, as many know, Donald Taco Trump, author of The Art of the Deal, a book he should return to the library, just missed the best deal in history. He always chickens out. Tariffs, China, but even a chicken should know a good deal when he sees one. I, your favorite governor, Gavin Christopher Newsom, offer the best, most amazing deal in history. Stop rigging Texas maps, and California won't make ours more beautiful. Sadly, Donald Trump was too weak, little hands, to even write me back. Therefore, Governor Newsom had to give this speech, and he opens it by addressing the officers outside, the ICE agents outside.
And it's a point of pride because we're all in this together. Where are we? At Democracy Center. And right outside, at this exact moment, are dozens and dozens of ICE agents. Donald Trump, you think it's coincidental? No. Donald Trump and his minions, Tom Homan, tough guy, clearly decided, coincidentally or not, that this was a location to advance ICE arrests. Indiscriminate? Perhaps. We'll find out later. It was certainly indiscriminate when a 15-year-old disabled boy had a gun put to his head in Los Angeles trying to go to school just a few days ago.
ICE, indiscriminately collecting everyone. That's what someone said in the comments. But they are very clearly intentionally showing up at this time, at this place, as an intimidation tactic, but it's not working. Here's a clip of Governor Gavin Newsom very clearly laying out the stakes. Again, we need a lot of moral clarity in this situation. No muddying the waters about gerrymandering. Honestly, the history of gerrymandering isn't even relevant right now. Like, how many states are gerrymandered in one party versus the other? That's not the problem right now. The problem is the timing. Donald Trump is doing this right in the middle of the cycle, and he told Republican governors to do this. So let's watch this clip And by the way, if you want to help boost the message, all that I ask is that you drop a like below. Make sure you're subscribed to the Adam Mockler feed and drop some blue hearts. This is the time when we all need to unite behind Governor Newsom. I promise you, this is the path. Fighting back is the path. We write the rules, they don't.
And so we're here with our state of mind, with the clarity of our purpose and conviction to recognize that we need to reconcile the world we're living in. We do have agency. We're not bystanders in this world. We can shape the future, and that's what we intend to do today. We're here because Donald Trump, on January 6th, tried to light democracy on fire, tried to wreck this country, tried to steal an election, as Alex just said, by trying to dial in for 11, almost 12,000 votes. And here we are, in open and plain sight, before one vote is cast in the 2026 midterm election. And here he is once again trying to rig the system. He doesn't play by a different set of rules. He doesn't believe in the rules. And as a consequence, we need to disabuse ourselves of the way things have been done. It's not good enough to just hold hands, have a candlelight vigil, and talk about the way the world should be. We have got to recognize the cards that have been dealt. And we have got to meet fire with fire. And we've got to be held to a higher level of accountability. So that's what this is about. It's not complicated. We're doing this in reaction to a president of the United States that called a sitting governor of the state of Texas and said, find me 5 seats. We're doing it in reaction to that act. We're doing it mindful of our higher angels and better angels. We're doing it mindful that we want to model better behavior, as we've been doing for 15 years in the state of California with our independent redistricting commission. But we cannot unilaterally disarm. We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear. We can't stand back and watch this democracy disappear district by district all across this country, not just in Texas, but in Missouri, where J.D. Vance went just a week ago, in Indiana, in places like Ohio, in places like Florida. We need to stand up, not just California. Other blue states need to stand up.
We need to stand up, absolutely. There are more clips to play, but has anyone else really been won over by Governor Gavin Newsom over the past few years? I've always respected him as a politician, but I hadn't paid very close attention until, I don't know, a few years back. Lately, though, his ability to lead and step up and take the fight to this administration has been unparalleled. No other politician has done it like him, and I think we should give him his flowers. Credit where credit is due. He really, truly has become my favorite leader in the party just through earning it, straight up earning it. There was a vacuum of leadership, and now he's filled it. Newsom then laid out the stakes even more clearly. They're trying to rig the elections here.
They want to rig these elections, and they want the power that gerrymandering provides, because they know what Donald Trump knows. He's going to lose the midterms. He knows de facto his presidency ends in 17 months, when Speaker Jeffries is back in office. He knows it. Why else would you try to rig the system? Why else would you make the phone call? He's a failed president. Who else sends ICE same time having a conversation like this? Someone who's weak. Someone who's broken.
That is very broken. And it's such a clear example of how Donald Trump is using the military or using federal enforcement agents like ICE to his advantage, to intimidate people. I mean, it's the same exact model that we see in D.C., that we saw in L.A. a while ago. Donald Trump mobilizes the National Guard or even the Marines or ICE agents and uses them for fascistic purposes. We need to continue to fight back. And listen, gerrymandering is bad. That's why California has a bipartisan commission to stop gerrymandering, to draw the maps. A lot of Democratic states have made good faith efforts, but a lot of Democratic states are gerrymandered to hell. It's a tit-for-tat game that we've been stuck in, but this is different. The stakes of this are different because when we do the normal redistricting, it happens in 2010, in 2020, in 2030. At the top of every decade, we do it. You don't do it 1 year before the midterms to try to consolidate power and hold it. So let's end this Trump administration. We can end the Trump administration by just showing up in the midterms. I'll be in Omaha, Nebraska, doing a live event with Senator Elizabeth Warren and Maxwell Frost on August 23rd. RSVP for the Omaha, Nebraska event below. Thank you all, and peace out.